What's going on, Full Circle Nation? I want to talk to you about our plan for the fall today. I spent a couple hours doing that, and then maybe at the end tell you a little bit about where we are currently in the business and what we've been working on over the past little bit here. So, as far as our plan for this fall, hopefully you're doing fall planning right now and not waiting until the leaves start falling to then do fall planning, because at that point the fall is upon us and it's a lot harder to do planning. This is the first time I'm doing planning a little bit ahead. I probably should have been doing this about a month ago, but I'm not that far ahead yet because we're doing snow estimates, so whatever. Besides the point. So what I was working on is like, hey, how many people can we have? What do we need? Like, at what point in the year are we going to do what? Like, just trying to figure out everything that has to do with, breaking down operationally what we're going to do this fall and into the winter, I guess, like into December, basically the rest of this season, the rest of this year. And with that, I kind of went into the nitty gritty and then zoomed out and was like, wait a second, if I could just figure out how many hours of project work, like fall cleanups and like trimming and whatever I need to sell this fall per week, based on how many people we want to how many people we have, or how many people we add, like add hire to our company, I can figure out how much money we'd make if we hit those numbers. And all that I have to do is just raise and lower our marketing spend every week to get to those numbers. And as long as I can track and make sure that we're not spending more money on marketing than we're making in profit, if that makes sense, then we're guaranteed to make money. Whether it's a lot of money or little money, we have to figure that out. We have to actually figure out what that number is going to be and how we're going to track that number. That I have not exactly figured out yet. But I just wanted to share with you guys my plan for this fall. I'm not going to worry about, we have one debris loader, and that debris loader is going to have to do this and that, and we're going to have 2 trucks doing this. Like, hey, look, here's what I'm thinking about. If we have 10 employees, hypothetically, right, we're going to take out rain, we're going to take out employees not showing up. We're just going to make it as simple as possible. Let's say we have 10 employees, 40 hours a week. 10 times 40 is 400 hours per week worked. Let's say that's all project-based, whatever. And with all that project-based revenue, what that looks like is we need to market, sell, have people call for 400 hours worth of work that week, regardless of what we sell it for an hour, whatever. And then on top of that we have to be able to, those 400 hours have to be able to pay for the marketing it took to get those 400 hours. And then as long as we're making more money than that, we're making profit, which is good. And that's where we want to be this fall. And I think that it's going to be worth it to get more people in, because more people equals the more our actual fixed operating expenses get just distributed over more people, and those aren't changing. Right? Really, if we added more people, those would change so insignificantly. It doesn't matter, but we get revenue from additional person because we sell time, so that would be awesome. And I think that would really allow us to crush it this fall. And we want to have a lot of money in cash coming into the spring next year. And we're not going to have enough money as it is, and I don't want to add more. I don't necessarily want to add a lot more debt to the company. So the plan is going to be to get as much cash as humanly possible this fall, and do it while growing, just growing and continuing to grow a great team that we have. And then as the winter comes, we're going to figure out what we're doing then. So now I want to kind of segue in real quick to where we're at in the business now, which is, I think we finally figured out how to schedule jobs correctly, which I'm really excited about. Like not how to schedule jobs, but how I can have Erica schedule jobs, how we can have our operations manager schedule jobs as well. And what that's going to do is allow it so that way I don't have to do it, which I don't really care about, but also that there's a system now so we can start to figure it out a little easier, which I'm super excited for, because it's a massive, it's going to be a massive help. And that's kind of what's allowing me to think this way, that way I just told you about thinking. And then, so now that that's done, I'm really working on training, because I feel like our training has been lacking, forever. We have some semblance of a training system, but it's just not where it needs to be. It's not at the level that it should be to be having as many team members as we have. So, and basically all it is going to be a bunch of videos that we're working on recording right now. We have a little packet. I did it when I was becoming a ski patroller. They had like a little 2-page thing, the cover, a bunch of check boxes on the inside, and then a couple notes and a quick guide section on the back. So we're doing that. They just have to get checked off on all the different, or actually initialed off, I should say, on all the different items by a trainer. And then from there, once they're all done, they just get certified or whatever by like a master trainer or whatever. And then and then just have to be with somebody that's training them while they're training. So it should be pretty easy. The goal is going to be for it to take about a week to train somebody on mowing, and then 2 to 3 weeks to teach somebody fully on landscaping to where they can do landscape jobs on their own. I'd like to get that down, but for right now, in order to make sure they're trimming right and edging right and mulching right, maybe 2 weeks, but really I would like them to have 3 weeks of experience before I just kick them out and poof, to the curb. Not to the curb, actually. I shouldn't say that. Sounds like I'm firing them. Until I kick them out on their own. So yeah, that's basically what we've been working on. I'm really excited about this fall. I think it's going to be really exciting for us. I'm really excited to get everything going, use those new customer experience systems I talked about in some past videos, and yeah, we're just going to keep on pushing forward. I think I'm really excited to learn more about marketing the company this fall. So that's going to be fun to try to figure out how to get our cost per client as low as possible, or the cost per lead as low as possible, and then raise our raise our acceptance ratio for estimates, and then yeah, so it's all really good stuff. And then the last thing I just wanted to touch on real quick was blanking. Anywho, whatever. That's all I got. I'm sorry, I can't remember the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, but talk to you about it next time I hop on. So thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome rest of your day. See ya.